Oh, it didn't tell us that it's recording. All right, y'all. Welcome to another edition of the PETx Podcast. I'm your host, Wayne, my co-host, Lita and TeLisa. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Morning. All right, and today we are going to be talking about holiday prep and getting ready for the fourth quarter. Y'all, it is already the fourth quarter of the year of 2025. And it is a stressful time for a lot of pet care professionals because they already feel like we have to take on all the pets. We got to say yes to everybody. And this month we've been talking about just setting those boundaries and being able to say no uh, without feeling a type of way. But also just pre-planning and taking a step into looking into the future ahead of time because a lot of us don't do that. We just take what we take when we cross that bridge when we get to it. But now it's like we have to be better prepared for times like this because now it's you get the influx of people, you get the people who've also been loyal to you, and then you want time for yourself, you want time for your family, you want to be make time for vacations and whatever the case may be, but you also want to make as much as you can make. I have a note here that says $34 billion was spent during the holiday season in 2024. So we all want a piece of that pie. We all want a piece of that pie, but how do we do that smart? How do we do that smart? So that's what we're getting into today. What steps are we taking to prepare for the holiday season?
I guess I'll go first. For me, holiday season is always the same. The business model is consistency if nothing else. Um, so in October, well, actually. In September, I do all my big restocks because I don't want to call nobody and they be like, oh, we don't have this product and we don't have that product and we're sold out of this because, everything's in demand right now because everybody's trying to restock for the busy season.
Mhm.
So last week I restocked my inventory for the rest of the year. So I made a really big order with show season. I got all my blades sharpened. I got all my backup blades sharpened. I did all the things. So I should be good on inventory, and my expenses for the rest of the year should just coast as long as there are no unexpected things happening.
Yeah.
Um, and then when we roll into October, I send the text messages out, hey y'all, it's holiday season. Let's not forget they're coming up. This is our busy season because we've been penny pinching from back to school to fall break.
Hey man, let
We
me tell you.
we
When
scraping up the coins
when August
between
when August
August.
first came in, I was just like, whew,
Yep.
whew.
So August to I'd say mid-October, that's my slow season, which is fine because I get a second to
Yeah.
breathe and figure things out. Um, but October 1, I send my message out, hey, holiday season is coming up. You need to start thinking about your holiday grooms. If you want to go ahead and book for your cute little October Halloween costume, go ahead and book that. Go ahead and book for November, Thanksgiving. And then by Halloween, Christmas will be open. So go ahead and book that because everybody knows I go out of town the week before Christmas. So do not wait. Do not wait. Do not wait. Do not wait. So that's kind of how I plan things out because I know my life quite a few months in advance. Um, and so I try to plan accordingly and I try to set my clients up for success because I don't do squeeze in. I don't, hey, you can pay me $100 more and I'll still come. I don't do none of that stuff. I got available what I got available. I told y'all in advance, I'm not gonna be able to groom everybody's dogs. Do not call me the day before Christmas talking about some, hey, can you, because the answer is gonna be no. And that's even if I answer at all.
It's an emergency. When it's
Look,
at least it's an
I'm gonna
emergency.
just start.
There is no such thing as an emergency dog room. There
It
just
is.
isn't.
It is.
There's
It is.
no
My
such
my
thing
family's in
as an
town.
emergency dog groom. Your
It's
family knew
last
they was
minute.
coming in town
I just
for
found
Uh-uh.
out
Christmas
yesterday my whole family is
on
coming to
Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
There's
This
no
all of
such
this
thing
matting happened
as an emergency
overnight.
dog.
It's an emergency.
Now,
Now an
Lita,
emergency.
with you, pet sitting, totally different because something could happen in the family. Hey, I gotta leave town. I just found out yesterday. Somebody passed away. Somebody is deathly ill. I gotta go. Like, I totally get that. But there is no way you can convince me that you just found out that 30 of your family members was coming to your house tomorrow,
Yeah.
3 days ago.
But you know what? Even with me as being a pet sitter, I would say we still try our best to require at least 72 hours notice.
Okay.
Just because of the fact of the meet and greet situation. And when you're putting a dog in a very different environment fast, dogs tend to freak out. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and it's like now we have an emergency. We're taking them to the vet. They have diarrhea all over the house because they're stressed. You know what I mean? It's like it's more stressful not only on the pet but also the pet sitter. So I try my best to tell my clients, like, even if you do end up leaving last minute, please just tell us 72 hours so we can have a meet and greet and the dog can at least smell my hand first. Because me
Yeah.
going into a strange house without no notice, that's scary for anyone. You know what I mean? So I do try my best to, like I tell, inform clients. But same thing to Lisa, around this time, October, really around now, I'm hiring extra help for the holidays. I know it's gonna be busy. And then I'm also in October is when we send out our blast to our clients, whether it's through text message or through email. And I'm letting them know, like, hey, holiday seasons are coming up. Go ahead and pre-book. If you need a new pet sitter, because maybe your pet sitter, no longer works for us or whatever, you're brand new to the company, you never used us, let's go ahead and schedule those meet and greets. And then I make them also I make them pay a deposit for the holiday, especially for boarding, because I don't want you playing with me or my pet sitter's time. Because if we rearrange everybody to come and do a meet and greet, and then you decide, oh, actually, we decided to stay home after we just rearranged our whole schedule for you. Now your deposit never comes back. Like it's
Yeah,
not
no, for sure.
refundable. You know what I mean? So
It
don't waste my pet
the
sitter's time. So we do
deposit
require
should always be
a deposit.
non-refundable anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, we just make sure that it's not too stressful for us as pet sitters. We are willing to take, like we said, last minute clients, but we really try to avoid that as much as possible because it's so crazy. And we're usually on Thanksgiving Day or on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day. We're servicing anywhere from, 30 to 50 pets on that day. So we try our best to just keep it less stressful. So that's really my goal, is to just make the season as less stressful as possible. And it's just going into proper preparation, not doing anything last minute. Every season that I waited to hire until November, I kicked myself.
I know you
No, you
did.
got to do it ahead of time. No,
Yes,
and
Because training during the busy season is crazy.
it's crazy.
right.
It's like a good thing and a bad thing, because it's like a good thing because you're like throwing them out to the wolves, sort of. So you're like, okay, ready, go. Like now
Yeah.
you're getting, and now you have the experience. But then it's a bad thing because things can happen. If they get 4 or 5 dogs in their house and they don't know how to properly maintain them and properly separate them if they get into a fight, or properly separate them when it's time for feeding, or like you said, medications, Wayne, like making sure that
Yeah.
they feed the right medications while they're gone. Like all those things are very, very important for proper pet sitting. And I just try to avoid all kind of mishaps, as much as I can, pretty much.
Yeah. No, and
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. And that's why, just pre-planning it and strategically doing it, around this time. Like I would say really between that August to end of September time would be the most that 60 days is the most important time to start
Yep.
preparing for the end of the year, just because you have the time to, at least start training. You can pre-plan, you can figure out what Q4 and Q1 is going to look like, because that's another thing. We are so focused on Q4, we have to really like use that as a slingshot into Q1. So now
Yeah.
it's like doing everything that we can to possibly make our businesses sustainable during this time, but then really hit the ground running strong like at the beginning of next year too. And I think, a lot of people they're not planning for that too, but it's just like you got to think about it. Like you can't just think December 31st, like that's it. No, the next day is January 1st. Like now, we got to hit the
That
ground
part.
running. We got to be, we have to still keep those boundaries. I was gonna call I'm gonna call TeLisa from here on out. She's gonna be the boundary queen, okay? Because let me tell you, there is
Oh,
nothing like
goddamn.
boundaries are like a brick wall. Is like a
Listen,
brick
if I ain't
wall
gonna
that
do
is
it, I ain't
not
gonna
coming
do it.
not
Yep.
coming down at all. But no, and it's important because like a lot of people, especially during this time, of course, you get people just coming out the woodworks, and you want to say yes, you want to say yes to everybody. And another um fact is like it can bring in so that the holiday season, Thanksgiving and New Year's for boarding, grooming, pet sitting, and some retail can bring in 25 to 40% of annual revenue for pet businesses. And
Yes.
that is a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot. We kind of coast throughout the year, but during these busy seasons that come around literally every single year around the same time, you get an influx of business and people, which can be very overwhelming and stressful for a lot of people. So now it's like we should have taken this time serious,
To
especially because
prepare. Yeah.
and prepare for it because everybody's going to want creative grooms and stuff like that around Halloween. And then you have all of the people that are going out of town and need last minute grooms for people that are coming in town for Thanksgiving. Same thing with Christmas, and then boarding for New Year's because people are going out of town and stuff like that. Or even just recommending that, hey, you can drop your dog off during, the holiday season so you can go celebrate without having to worry about where your pet is at, right? Or check-in
Yeah.
services and stuff like that. So there's a lot that can be offered around this time. It's just you gotta do it smart. You
Yeah,
gotta do it
definitely.
smart.
I agree. And then I think it's important for any pet owners watching, pet business owners watching, is that this is a perfect time to grow your clientele too. If you're kind of a newer pet business or maybe wanting to
For
expand
sure.
your clientele, this is a good time to get more visibility. So you really should ramp up your marketing around this time. That's what I do. I'm literally posting heavy, heavy, heavy around this time on social media and then running my ads and then telling my pet sitters to reach out to either their regular clients that they talk to all the time that we service throughout the year, just for a reminder. So if they don't know who you are, like tell them to, hey, tell your friends.
Are you breaking up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I was like, yeah, just even something that doesn't cost a lot of money, just
Oh Lord. Nope. Went back out. I will say it's probably along the lines of preparing the pet parents ahead of time too. Reaching out, sending out mass text messages, getting everybody prepared for it, letting them know like what your availability looks like, so that it's not stressful. And then especially if you have like those loyal clients, you want to make sure that they're on the books first. You know, it
Yeah.
it running this business is about loyalty and is about understanding your clients and respecting their time as well as respecting yours. So, like, definitely getting them on the books first. If they spend a good amount of money with you, if they've been on the schedule on the books for
All
weeks,
year long.
all year long, make sure that they have an appointment first. Like, that may be something actually, and Lita touched on it. These one-time clients that come around may turn into loyal clients over time, right? Especially with the experience that they've had over the holiday. But those people, like you said, TeLisa, that have come year long, you want to go ahead and reach out to them now. You want to go ahead and say, look, when they book their next appointment before the holiday season officially starts, look, let's go ahead and get you on the book. Let's schedule out your next two appointments rather than your next appointment because now I want to make sure, and then verbatim, I want to make sure that I have space for you because I appreciate your service and your support. Like that in itself is like, yeah, let's go ahead and book. You can lower your deposit to where like sometimes we may do officially our deposits are 50% of the appointment. because we need to make sure that you're going to keep this appointment. However, for rebooked appointments, we may do like $20, especially if you're a loyal client. So $20 deposit, you can use the $20 per appointment, and that's an extra $40 one that you got today. But you have $20 per next appointment, and you have them on the books for the next two months, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. But it at least shows them that you care about their business and you appreciate them as a client.
Yeah, my ideal holiday season is no new clients.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't, it's like my clients booking me like in October, for November, for December, for the holidays. Them 2 weeks before the holidays, ideally, no new dogs.
Yeah.
I don't have to be like, oh, I don't know nothing about this dog. I hope this dog ain't aggressive. I hope it's not mad at. I hope this client don't complain about this. Like, I don't want to have none of them thoughts going into the holidays. So ideal for me is just my clients. Two
Yeah.
weeks rolling into the holidays, just my clients. No new dogs. And like making sure, like Wayne said, making sure your clients, the ones who feed you, because that little 24% he was talking about is cute or whatever, but like not all of those are gonna be they're not gonna return. They just
No.
need a groom for the holidays, most of them.
Yep.
Most of those new clients, you're not gonna see again. They was calling around to everybody. You had the availability, so they took it. And they may
Availability and the
you
best
you want
rates.
them to come back. You want them to come back, yes, but realistically, most of the new clients not gonna come back. They just needed something real quick because that groomer was already booked.
That's fact. They'll come back next holiday season.
Right. And hope and
Right.
pray that you got another availability.
Exactly. Yeah.
And because you got an availability, you need to evaluate your situation, because why are you available?
Right.
And
Why you
nobody
are
else
open
is.
during this
Yep.
season.
Why
No,
are
that
you
is true.
available and nobody else is?
That is true. Now, I would say with me, because I have a few new extra hands. So, one, it's gives them business, it gives them work, and it also gets people to see, like, okay, we
But
kind of
you
set the bar,
adding, you're
you know?
scaling right now. You're
Right.
scaling, you're adding hours, you're hiring people. So yeah, you have that availability. But in your regular hours, there should
Yeah,
be no
it should
availability
it
during the
should
holiday
be.
season.
Not a, and you know
You
what?
should be like, oh, I only have after hours available. I have
Yeah.
from 5 to 9 available. That's all
Yeah,
I have for you.
and
Exactly.
I feel like that definitely would set us apart during this holiday season too. And I'm just like, maybe like part of me is like I jumped the gun, but at the same time preparing myself for what it looks like, because right now it could be cool to start training and getting everybody up to where they need to be, because I know during the holiday season people are going to want these 3 to 5
Yeah,
afternoon PM appointments. We're going to get those people who are like, I need an afternoon or I need a morning. We get people now that's like that, but I'm like, yeah, I've been asking for this all year. And as soon as I do it, where
crickets.
y'all at? Where y'all at? Now y'all got me looking crazy because I done hired these people and told everybody we have extended hours. But where's all the people that was just asking for it? But anyway,
It's coming
maybe
though.
it
It's
was
coming.
just me preparing. Yeah, it was me preparing
Yeah.
for the intentionally for the holiday season.
Yeah. It's not holiday season isn't here yet. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
But I will say it is very important to plan ahead of time. Yeah, let me tell you. And what's crazy is like it's the same the same thing every single year.
It is.
The
Which is why I said
same
I'm pretty consistent with how I operate during the holiday season, because it's the same dates, it's the same system, it's the same clients, it's the same kind of clients. Like
yeah.
all of it's the same. Somebody gonna wait till the day before the book. Somebody wanna book
Mhm.
3 months in advance. So,
Yep.
it's the same exact thing. Like if you've been in business for a while and your last season went well, all you have to worry about is the increase. Because there should be an increase.
For sure.
So that's
Sure.
all you should be worried about.
And that goes into Q1. So like even trying to provide them with a great experience during this season. So then that way you incentivize them to keep coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I
I
mean,
think,
we want consistency.
yeah, I love the clients that hit me up around now and be like, hey, Lita, just checking in for the holidays. You know what I mean?
But we love those clients.
Mhm.
We appreciate those. We love and appreciate and welcome all of those type of clients. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the clients that pre-plan, the
We're
clients that
manifesting them.
right. They appreciate our services. They don't complain about anything. They understand. Look, from maybe October 15th to December 31st, there may be an increase of $10 per service. Oh, do y'all go up on your prices during the
Yeah.
holidays?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Some
Yeah.
people, okay. Some people do, some people don't.
Mhm.
I was thinking about it because I didn't last year,
Yeah,
and
I
I don't
feel
think I
like for
did the year
the
before.
on actual holidays, there's an extra fee associated. So
Yeah, as it
Yeah.
should be for you, Lita,
yeah,
because I mean, you got to incentivize your employees to want to
yeah,
work.
yeah. Like
And
Yeah.
some extra coins, some holiday pay would be real cute.
yeah, for
Yeah.
years I didn't get holidays off. My first 5 years of business, I never took holidays off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that wasn't a thing. Like
Mm-mm.
when I would literally arrange my family dinner around the time that I needed to, so that way I could go back to my client's house and let out their dogs after Christmas dinner or after Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and a lot of the New Year's dogs, I used to keep the New Year's dogs with me and just put them in a room and turn up the music and give them some calming medicine. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I a lot of I have holidays off now. Like, but now, well, I did. Now I have holidays off because I have a team, so they're willing to work on the holidays. But because we're in-home boarders, it does make it a little easier. It's just the drop-in visits. The drop-in visits, we still gotta go to the client's house, let their dog out, feed them, or if it's a cat, go feed them, change their litter, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But those I don't mind during the holidays. They're usually pretty quick. So
No, absolutely. And I
yeah.
mean, whew, it's just handling it all.
I
It's
know. It,
it's
it,
the
it can get
it's
crazy.
it's the juggle, the
Yeah.
the juggle struggle,
Yeah.
struggle
Thank God
juggle.
for software. Like I said, I always say shout out to Time to Pet because I've been with them for 10 years and I would love for them to sponsor our podcast one day.
Oh, we just
Because
gotta look. We just gotta reach out to them and just let them know, like, hey, this is what. Come on now,
we're doing
you know.
right. Exactly. Because it's like, they really have been a huge help to me over the years for just juggling and scheduling everybody properly and staying organized and that type of thing, for the clients. And the clients love the system too. It's very user friendly. So the client and the pet sitter knows when they're supposed to be there. They can check in,
Mhm.
check out, should take a video. Fluffy's doing great. He misses you, that type of thing. Now they added this feature where it's like he pooped today with a happy face, and like the emojis next to it. Like
Yeah.
it's all these cool things. So
No, that's dope. I definitely opening the floor for manifesting more sponsors next year, or well, not even next year, this year, but next season. Okay, because
yeah,
it's time.
right,
It's time. It's time. And just being able to get more eyes and ears on the projects that we're doing,
yeah,
because look, we're doing great things. It's just we have to get it in front of people constantly, you know.
yeah. I feel like we need
But
to start doing this live on TikTok too.
yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like everybody that does something kind of like remember that night we did that with Alan and there was like 20 of
Mhm.
us on there. I got a
It
lot of
was.
recognition, and I feel like people are able to they're so used to scrolling TikTok for
Mhm.
education that they might, they might listen more if we're on there. So not, I'm gonna say listen more, but it's like they're already on there, so they're gonna look at it.
Yeah, no, sure,
Yeah.
for sure. No,
Hmm.
I agree. Now, when it does come to what promotions do y'all do this during this season? Do y'all do any promotions, promos?
I personally don't do any promotions, but I do a client appreciation all month in November, which I like gift them something grooming related.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah,
two
because you
years
did brushes
ago,
and combs. Yeah.
yeah, 2 years ago I did combs and brushes. Last year I did the poop bags and the cute little plastic bone shaped containers that they go in, dispensers. I have no idea what I'm doing this year, but yeah, I do customer appreciation in November.
Nice. Okay.
I we usually try our best to do like we switch it up every year, but the boarding clients that we do have, the boarding pet sitters, we try our best to do some type of sweet gift, you know? So we'll
Mhm.
do like I don't know if you ever seen those little stockings at Walmart with like little pet
Yeah.
toys in it. So we
Yeah.
do that. Sometimes they're like $5, you know, it's just appreciation. And we like take a picture next to them, next to the Christmas tree. So we usually do that. Or we do like a picture with the dog or cat in
Mhm.
their home or at our homes, and we actually can frame it. Like we'll go to Walmart and frame it because it's like super cheap, like $2 for the picture frame, and we'll just give it to them as just a little thank you for booking with us, and it just comes along with the booking.
Oh, for sure. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna figure out what to do as well. Like honestly, we've been on survival mode for the most part. So it's been like, yeah, I want to do it, and then you start working, and then what you wanted to do back then should have been implemented already because now you're in it. So it's like I didn't get a chance to. So yeah, I'm gonna take this time now to really start planning something for the holidays because I mean I want to show appreciation. We've been in business for so long now. I think, we could definitely have it. Like last year, we wanted to do another take the pictures with Santa Paws. We didn't get to do that last year. We thought about it, we said we was gonna do it, and then we turned around and it was mid-December, and we were just like, oh,
Yeah.
what happened? Where did time go? So yeah, it's just making sure we pre-plan accordingly, at least, try to have everything done within the next maybe 2 to 3 weeks, so that we can plan things out properly and start decorating. We have like little gift bags or treat bags or whatever the case may be, just to show like our appreciation for clients, and just allowing them to come in and realize like we do value them and we appreciate, them coming in and stuff like that, because you ain't have to come to us, but I appreciate
Yeah.
that you did, you know.
I feel like that's
Um,
good. I feel like with Wayne, you should do like not maybe not this year, but go ahead and plan it now because you'll be a 10-year anniversary. You should do like a I see a lot of people do this, like pet businesses do like a client appreciation at like one of those breweries,
yeah.
where that's pet friendly and they can like bring their dog and you guys can, cheers to 10 years. I feel like you should like put it out now, so that way
Mhm.
people can know like after the celebration this year, be like, all right, next year we're planning something big, and then have like vendor booths and people just and have like a raffle type of thing. Like I feel like that'd be really good. Good, just because
No,
you
true.
talk to a lot of your clients in person, that'd be cool.
Yeah, true, true, true. I might be able to swing something with Atlantucky, but they're not pet friendly. So I'll
Mm.
just have to
They
figure out if I
are.
want.
I just saw Atlanta Dog Mom there last
No,
week,
yeah, but I don't think you could take your dogs
and
inside.
they said it was pet friendly in their stories.
Oh, well, I know that they have the patio. I gotta double check.
Um,
Yeah, I know that they have like that outdoor patio area, but I'm not sure. Then again, they don't. Well, they serve food upstairs. They don't serve food downstairs in the other area. I'll see. I'll ask. But I know that yeah, that brewery, and then midnight or Monday night down the street, and then there's another one across the street too. So I'll see. I'll ask. But that's a good idea for sure. I always love doing like customer or client appreciation type things because look, hey, that's how you build relationships and keep people coming back.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
They'll be able
That's
to
it.
talk to the team
What was I
outside of
gonna
the
say?
shop, you know?
But also like things like that also help with client retention and
Yeah.
you know you had the issue last year with the food drive
Yeah.
and maybe engaging with your clients more and building more of a relationship with them. They'll be more inclined to engage with things like that for the community.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
I agree.
no, absolutely. And I think that's something that I think everybody should take a page out of that book is just figuring out how to get more um engaged with their clients and their community too.
Yeah.
Um, because it's like one thing about providing a service, but it's another thing of building up a relationship with your clients because that it sets you apart and then it encourages them to like blast your service out and refer people because then it's like, oh well, my pet care provider goes above and beyond. My pet sitter does this, my groomer does this, my dog walker does this, you know. Does your dog walker, your pet sitter, your groomer does that? Type of questions. And it's just
Yeah.
like it sets you apart and your business apart from others. So definitely doing more customer appreciation type things because I mean we have to look, we got to. It keeps the lights on. Um, I think another big thing that we should for sure touch on is just being mentally sound during this time too, and providing that work-life balance. I know earlier, I talked to you, I called you the boundary queen, and it's important, because you have to have time for yourself. You have to have, still make sure that you're pouring into yourself and keeping yourself up because it's a lot. You get all of these different energies and different stories and different predicaments and people just making you feel bad because you got to say no. And it's just like, look, I got a business to run. I can't overwhelm my people. And then also, everybody's vaccines don't be up to date and they be wanting last minute appointments. And I'm like, you didn't get Bordetella. Well, my vet didn't tell me that I needed Bordetella. Did you tell
Yes,
your
he did.
vet that you get your dog professionally groomed at a place that requires Bordetella? Like,
He told you, you just declined it.
huh?
Because they told you it's not required by the state for your dog to have it.
You declined everything but rabies. Stop lying.
Exactly. Exactly. And I go back on the notes and I can see that it says client declined vet vaccination, but you're gonna sit there and tell me that the vet it's
Because
another
the
thing that
vet
we're gonna
clinic
talk
will
about.
send you the whole
The
file
whole the
Yes.
for the
whole
whole
medical history.
lifetime that they have been servicing that pet.
No, and then
Yes.
that's what I love
All the
about it too,
notes,
yo.
everything.
I love reading veterinarian notes. Do
Me
you hear
too.
me?
And then you know what?
I love it. I get
And
my life every time they send me
Because
same.
one.
they will tell you everything you need to know about the
Everything
patient,
you
Full
need to
about the
know.
client,
transparency. I done
everything.
told this client for the last 3 visits, they dog is severely overweight. Fat dog.
Obesity. That's what my veterinarian used
Capital
to put.
letters.
The cat is obese.
Yes.
I
And
love
I was,
reading
Yeah.
veterinarian notes.
No, for
Oh my
real.
gosh.
And
but
it's
that's
crazy
a
because they think that we don't know how to read it. That's what it is. So when they're
or
sending it
that
over
will
to us,
follow up.
yeah,
Or
we're
they
like, we know how to read this.
We know how to read, we know how to call people, we know how to follow up. Like, why do you feel like we're not going to double check your vaccine records? Like,
Yes.
people try to
Yeah.
scam so bad. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, nah, yeah, it's so irresponsible because you're putting other pets in danger if your pet has something and is not up to date. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, you what? Like,
Yeah.
where are we at with that? Because why do you feel like it's okay for you to lie and be like, my dog is up to date on Bordetella? Oh, but it's just something going on with his trachea. That's why he's coughing so much.
Not
Nah,
trachea.
Oh,
Stop
listen,
nah,
it.
they
I'm
love
about to
throwing
hang
out
up
that
this Zoom
collapsed
right now.
trachea, baby.
yeah,
They
I'm
love
nah.
about to
throwing
hang up
out
the
that
Zoom.
collapsed trachea.
That's a trachea.
Let me let me
I
call
They
haven't
you
heard
real
that one
quick.
in
I
love
years.
don't
it.
know about that. Uh-uh.
No, seriously, no, that's serious. You know what? I'm gonna give some of the pet sitting business owners a hack. This is what I learned throughout the years. when checking vaccines, um, I actually had to start saying that was like a boarding facility. Because for some reason, I don't know if they just didn't respect pet sitting business owners. They just was kind of like, oh, we can't verify vaccines over the phone. But I know, as a vet tech, you can, right?
Yeah.
So I used to be like, hey, this is Lita from PETx Boarding Facility. I was calling to verify vaccines for a client of ours. And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and pull it up. What's the client's name? That's what they
Hmm.
end up doing, because if I say pet sitting company, they're like, oh, sorry, we can't do it. I'm like, oh, it's the same thing. I think we do offer boarding services. So I got tired of explaining that. So for you pet sitting business owners out there, just say you're a boarding facility. They don't know. They're not going to look it up. They're trying to get you off the phone. Like,
Every
they're trying
time
to
I've
verify and
called, every time I've called a vet clinic, they easily give me the information. I've never had any type of pushback. And then they'd be like, okay, so what's your information so I can start telling people? You don't
yeah,
know me from
yeah,
Adam. I could be
No.
abusing all the
right,
dogs. You don't care. You just want somebody
exactly.
to send the dogs to. But
And I
No,
thought about that.
seriously. I
I, which is crazy. I thought about that too, because there's no, what's the word? What's the hospital HIPAA law? There's
no,
no
HIPAA
none,
law,
HIPAA
yeah,
law
none.
about that.
yeah,
I could be like, I'm ABC boarding company, and
yeah. They don't know.
They be like, it's just a dog. They don't care.
but it has the client's information on there. It has their
Yeah.
phone number. It has their address. It has
Their
all
whole
of the
life.
patient history, all of that. And I'm just like,
Last four digits of the card number.
everything.
Last four digits. I think about
I'm
that.
like,
No,
yo, that
seriously.
is wild. That is wild. But
I'm
hey
trying to
man, say man.
I don't even have to me though. See,
What'd
I
you
have
say, Lita?
verbal verifications.
Say that again.
I say I do verbal verifications.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't even
I'll,
gotta send
I'll
you the paperwork.
So I'll do it. I'll do verbal over the phone if I'm calling them, just so that we can establish communication with them for sure. But I do encourage the clients to get an email to them, and then they upload it themselves.
Oh, from the client, I got to see that paper.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
need you to
absolutely.
upload that because I don't trust y'all. Y'all be lying.
At all.
Y'all be lying.
Or try to create their own file. I'm like, bro, I'm going to call. Like
What a pet parent gonna do is lie.
I'm gonna call. Yeah, they're up to date on everything, sir. Everything. Yeah, they've been up to date on everything that expired in 2024. Okay, it's been a whole year. Oh, but I just went to. You did not. I could see that you went to the vet 8 months ago. You didn't just go to the vet. Okay. Let me see. What else are we preparing for this season? So we talked about protecting your mental health and creating boundaries, which is important because we have to make sure that we're giving our best selves. So pre-planned days off. A lot of people don't do that. You know, you know you want a day off with your family, go ahead and plan it now. It's a non-negotiable. You want that Wednesday off before Thanksgiving? Go ahead and shut the books off now. Okay. You
Yeah.
might, you can add on an extra slot Monday, Tuesday, and if you want to work Black Friday, or if you work that Saturday, you can add an extra slot there, but turn Wednesday off now, so that you can go ahead and prepare for it. And you already know that you have that time off. Um, if you do go up on your prices, I will say, I mean, don't hit them over the head with the holiday price. It could be $5, $10, $5, $7, $10, something small, but it adds up when you have 20 to 50 extra clients. Um,
Definitely.
just small things like that. I, we go through it each year. We go through the same thing every year. Oh, that's what I was going to say. You know how we had this conversation, TeLisa. This is the time to start preparing for this time next year,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
right? So the extra influx of money and time that you get and things that you get now for this holiday season, put that in a bank account now. that you don't touch. Like you just let it accrue. You just let it build up, right? I have one account that's like that. It's a local bank out here. They just got bought out by another bank, but Georgia Primary, right? Put put it away.
They don't need all that information about you.
But put it away. But put it away, right? Put it in a different account that you don't have card access to. None of that. Like because you want to just be able to put money in that account and just leave it alone. Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever. Put money
Yeah.
in that account and you leave it alone. You have to actually go in the bank to take money out. Nobody wants to go in the bank. That is such an inconvenience, right? So put money in that account so in that way you have money to pull from when you have those slower times, and start preparing for that now. We got to start preparing for the slow seasons a year in advance. So that would be, something my little tidbit to
Yeah,
be
to
prepared for next
remember
year.
to put your money in. Remember to put your money in at the last week of each month. Put your money in the last week of each month. A large amount if you guys offer like Cash App, Apple Pay, Venmo, Zelle, even Stripe and PayPal and all of them. Make sure you deposit all that money into your business account in the last week because if you are looking for funding with your bank, those are the days they really look at. Like what is the end of the month looking like? So just that's a little tidbit, a little funding tip for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to go back to what Wayne was talking about, and damn, I just I just had a whole blank.
I hate when that happens.
No,
What
so
I said.
I'm trying to go back to it. I literally just had it, and then as soon as I turned my head, lost it. But maybe it'll come back to me. Maybe it'll come back. Oh, the slow season.
Uh,
Everybody wants to, because earlier in the episode you were talking about how everybody wants to say yes to everything and everybody during the holiday season because that's our time to make all of the money for all of the things. But just remember, like there has to be a no. There has to be because you prep for this season. So just believe in what you've prepped for.
yeah,
Like if you say the maximum amount of dogs I want to take is this, you can add your little one or two squeeze-ins if you just want to, but like believe in what you've prepared for. If you've prepared for this time of year, because yes, slow season, we all broke and like, oh my God, okay, we finally getting dogs. So take all of the dogs to make
Right.
up for all this money we didn't make the last 2 months.
for sure.
But if you prepared properly for this holiday season, believe in what you prepared for.
Yeah.
And it
Definitely.
will work. It will work. Make sure you have your numbers. How far away from your number annually are you?
Hmm.
And work that. That's the number you need to be working.
Yeah.
I wanted to
No.
make, at the beginning of the year, you said, hey, I want to make this amount of money this year. So you need to look at your revenue, see where you are, see how far away you are, realign those numbers, and get to work. This is going to be our opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
1000%.
That's so
1000%.
good.
And you know how and so TeLisa, you know how you tell me you want to take your vacations during the colder months?
I do. And as
Yeah.
soon as it start getting cold, I'll be like, damn.
I got
Same.
It didn't work
here.
this year.
Look, no, I was just
I
thinking,
just bought
why
some
does
new
it
work
have to
shirts.
be
Like, damn, I ain't even supposed to be working right now.
Right.
but why does it have to be why don't we challenge like during these times, right? During like that August and September, though that should be the vacation time. And I'm
Mhm.
Yeah,
out
the slow
for
season, you ain't got nothing to
2 3 weeks.
lose, right? Yeah.
Right.
It really
So
should.
like
And that's when tickets are cheaper too.
we
Yeah.
should start taking our vacations during this 60-day period because the rest of the year is balls to the wall. So
Yeah.
we need
The
to,
rest of the year is crazy.
like it would be nice though. Like when it starts getting cold, I have a client who literally comes into Atlanta during the warmer months and then goes to his Costa Rica house or Puerto Rico house or something like that during the warmer months. I mean, during the colder months. And I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying, look,
Yeah.
what's up? You know, he was
That's
like,
why we need to open up that location in Miami, Wayne.
we do. Oh, dude.
So we
Look,
can be like, oh, you know what? It's that time. We gotta go make sure the Miami
no,
location is good.
and I know you don't want to go back up north, but I was looking at some good places in Maryland.
Where I'm not coming with you. I'll send my clients that way, but I'm not.
I was looking at some good places in
Mm,
Maryland, and I was just like,
no, no, no. It's too cold up there for me.
Yeah,
I'm
after
sorry.
October,
yeah,
you can forget me
Mm-mm.
till spring.
Yes, you forget that it snows up there and it's cold up there. And
yes.
when you walk, I've you have to remember, I've in the DMV area, I've walked dogs in the snow up there and walk dogs with the wind.
Now, I ain't say we was
I
gonna do
will
the work.
never.
I
I
ain't
would
say I
never.
was gonna do the work. We was just gonna hire the people to do the work. I ain't say
Mm,
I ain't doing it. I don't even live up there.
yeah.
Okay.
But
No, but it
wait,
was
it is a
nice.
lot of money in that area. I will say that though. It is
It was
extremely
so
amount of a
nice.
lot of money. Yeah.
It was nice. Just being able
Mhm.
to get up and like you see the Capitol and you see the monuments and you see the White House down the street and it's just
Yeah.
it's that northern feel, but still not New York, not
Yeah.
too
That northern
overpriced like New
feel
York.
is not for me.
I don't need to feel no north of the Mason
Right.
Dixon
I'm like
line,
that.
okay?
I realize I have to realize that there's certain things for me, you know what I mean? And there's certain
Yeah.
things that are for other people. And that DMV area, or not even DMV, because I live 3 hours from DC, but that whole like it's a whole lot,
Yeah.
and especially for the pet professionals out there because the seasons change so drastically for them,
Mhm.
so I've seen even a lot of mobile groomers go through it during those seasons, like they wake up and their heat is off or their van, just like crazy stuff they went through and
Yeah.
because
Oh,
it gets
we
so
go through that
cold.
down here.
Yeah, true, true. But just
You
imagine
gotta
just
wake up
imagine it
two
being
hours
10
ahead.
times colder up there.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
We gotta defrost the van for a whole hour before we even get on the road. It's hot, so we
Yes.
got a room with the doors open, fans going, lights off, just to try to be cool a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine what it's like.
I don't know how people in New York do it. Like when I be looking at Brian, I'd be like, "Yes, Brian, go for it." But I'm like,
Hey,
"You're
more
built.
power to you.
He's built for that weather. I'm not built for that." Mm-mm.
Yeah, more power to you, for sure. Um, oh, all right, let me see. Where are we at? Oh, yeah, okay. So last little tidbits before we wrap this thing on up. Start sending out messages now.
Yep.
Start preparing now. Another good thing, if your system allows for gift cards, start telling people that you have gift cards and push people to pay for gift cards now. They can buy gift cards for other people, they could buy gift cards for themselves. That way you have a little extra money in your business, but then you also have people that are on the books and they're prepared to be on the books. But just start pre-planning now. You have to be prepared for it. The holidays don't change, people. So we got to make sure that
Which
we
is why I don't have no mercy for none of my clients.
know, which is understandable. Like and that's the thing. It's like I get it, and that's the most frustrating part about this whole time is that you get those people who are ill prepared, and I'm like, yo, Thanksgiving, Halloween, holiday season, fall festival season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, all of that holidays are the same time every single year. The same time. Y'all knew that this day was coming up. You know that you smell your dog before you even see your dog. You knew that. You knew that for a fact. You knew that you did not brush and comb your dog for 6 weeks. You knew that.
For less than $5 a day.
Depending on the type of dog that you have. These days it's inflation. I say 750 now. For 750 a day, you can afford proper pet health care. For $7.50 a day. It was $5 last year, but this year it's $7.50.
Right. For
Because
real.
Jesus.
If insurance companies can do it, why can't we do it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's another topic right there, topic of discussion, because we get so much slack because we're in the pet industry that a lot of people don't take our business and our industry serious. And I'm just like, y'all respect other people's businesses and you respect other people's strategies and other people's promotions and you support everybody else's business. But when it comes down to your pet care business, then it's like, why do y'all cost so much? Why do you have all of these rules? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Like, y'all are just working with dogs and cats and puppies and kittens and birds and snakes all day. Like, no, this is still a
Right.
profession. This is
Right.
Listen,
still a profession. This takes time to get to where we're at.
I still get people who be like, "Do you know a vet who does free healthcare?"
It's
I was
funny.
like, "Were they ever doing that?"
At animal shelters once upon a time, but
Yeah.
that's like once a month they usually do it. You know what I mean? They don't do it
Yeah, you're
often.
gonna have
Like
to catch
free
Yeah.
you're
healthcare.
gonna have to catch an event
Girl,
or
we
something.
barely
Like
getting that. And then you think they gonna give it to the dog?
Right. Exactly.
y'all complaining that vets are too much. Like that makes me think like we do all need to go up on our price. If the vets are too much for people, like we're severely undercharging
'Cause
because we
I
need to
know
get with
vet.
the
I
Yeah, because
told
I
times.
you
know
about
vets
that
that
tooth
charge a whole
cleaning.
bunch.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
done told you about the tooth cleaning.
I'll
Because
just
I charge what the vets charge for the anal gland expressions.
uh-huh.
Same.
I charge that.
Yeah,
I
same.
know. I do need to go up on my teeth cleaning. I do. I
Yeah.
Because I
definitely do.
told you, you need to be charging whatever they charge minus the anesthesia.
Yep. That's what I used to tell my clients too. And they
Yeah.
used to ask me, do you do it how they literally would say this, do you do it how the groomer does it with the anal glands, or do you do with like how the veterinary, how the veterinary clinic does it? I said I do it like how the veterinary clinic does it. I was like, I
Yeah.
do internal anal gland expression. I was like, so that's why I charge you so much for it.
Yeah. So
So I
it's
tell them
a lot.
straight up, and I come with help to hold. So it's just about, just stating your value again. You know what I mean? So that's
And if
all
you're
it
gonna
goes
stick
back
a
to.
finger up a butt, make sure you charge appropriately.
Yo, I was trying to avoid
Yeah,
that.
I ain't
And
sticking
then
no
you just
fingers up no
and
butts.
you just forget. I was trying to avoid saying it on the podcast. I guess we out here, okay?
Charge
We're out here this
appropriately
week.
for that.
This is medically relevant
It
conversation,
is.
okay?
It
This is
is. Because I mean
not,
that's technically what it is.
we
I
are
just,
not
Gotta
talking about
oh my God. I was
mm,
trying to,
gotta
that is
yeah,
hilarious
there you
though.
go.
bestiality here.
That
We're
It
is
is. That's what
talking
it is.
about medically relevant uh
procedures.
procedures. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you, because the
No, for
word
sure.
that came up in my mind was crazy.
That's how I was trying to help you out. Like, no, TeLisa, that you don't say something else to add it to it. Because Wayne just went all the way out there already. So
Yeah.
if you add it, you just come make yours.
I ain't putting no, but also I'm not a certified vet tech, so I ain't putting my
Right.
fingers in no booties.
Yeah.
But
Understandable.
Hey, you
Understandable.
but
don't know how to do it, don't do it. That's what I recommend to people.
the nail trims, the external glands, that stuff I'm charging what the vet clinic gonna charge.
Right.
Because why
That
wouldn't
makes
I?
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's how I feel too. People was amazed that I was charging $40 to $45 for a nail trim to go out
And
to
is.
their client. And I'm like, why? Why wouldn't I? I have to drive to them, and that my expertise comes with it. So
Mhm.
That is
yeah,
the
like
worst part. It's
Because if you
it's
could do
the
yeah,
it yourself, you
convenience.
wouldn't be calling me and you could save all your dollars.
your dog's trying to
Yeah.
bite off your hand, but you want me to charge you $10 for a nail trim? No, I'm not
You want me
doing
to
it.
drive? You want me to drive to you, deal with this
For
aggressive dog that you couldn't
$20.
put in a car for 10? Yeah, nah. Mm-mm. It's
Yeah,
it's already 25 to cut my car on, okay?
exactly.
And another 20 to 25 just for me to do the service.
Exactly.
So
And then I gotta hold
yeah,
the dog, and then I gotta sometimes have a muzzle. You know what I mean? I have supplies I have to
it's a
bring
lot.
with me. Quick
But people
stop.
be like, they feel like because you ain't spend 3 hours at their house, you shouldn't be charging that. But it's a
That's crazy.
reason why it don't take me 3 hours to do it. And that's what you paying for. You paying
Yep.
for my knowledge. You
Yeah,
you
let me tell you,
paying for my
and
experience.
And so out of pet care, and we'll get off in a second. I had my AC looked at the shop. Man,
I
let
bet
me
your
tell you.
filter
First of
has
all,
so much hair in it, huh?
not only that, but not it was an extra charge for him to get the ladder off of his van. That was an extra charge just to get the ladder off of the van, first of all. And then the diagnostic, just
How
to
much
look
that
at
ladder
it,
weigh? He should have charged you per pound.
that's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like. Because I'm like, what do you mean you gotta charge me to get the ladder off the van? Like that's more effort. And then it's just like, and then
You
not
the
even
same
that.
person charge extra just for having doodles, okay, sir? You can't talk about nobody.
I was just like, bro, that is absolutely ridiculous. Like
You
it's
can't be
expensive.
mad at nobody for taxing when you charge people just for walking through the door with a doodle.
Look,
That's a
lesson
lot
of
of
the
work.
day, boys and girls.
That's
Charge
extra
what
work.
you
It's
worth.
extra work.
That
I
was
got a lot. I got a lot of extra work to do. Okay,
Yeah.
Well, he had a lot of extra work to do on that ladder.
just going up 5 steps, whatever.
Listen, he officially what they call it, hazard pay or something like that.
Yeah, hazard pay.
That's what that was. Because he
Work
had to get up on that ladder.
work
Now
It's
is
he
part
stress.
of the
risking his
job.
life for you to have fresh air.
Yeah, I know.
Part of the job.
Seriously.
Which reminds me, I need to go up there and I need to vacuum again. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Or you
I
could pay the other guy to do it.
The other guy. No, I ain't paying nobody to do it. I could do it. I got my own ladder. I could do it. Okay. We gotta save our coins.
Right.
Save our coins as much as we can. Where
That's
we can.
hilarious. He taxing for
Oh,
the
yes.
ladder.
Oh, yes. All right, good people. As always, this was a great conversation. If you found any value from it, definitely share, like, request, to leave us a comment, something. Let us know if you have any questions or if you like it or if you want to be part of another episode. Hey, we're here. We're here to talk about our life instances as entrepreneurs and business owners in the pet industry. So, again, share, like, subscribe to the PETx Network on YouTube, and of course, our Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at the PETx Network as well.
And leave a
All
review.
right. And leave a review, please.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Mhm.
Till next time, people. Have a good one.
Bye,
And let's
y'all.
continue making better pet businesses together.